3, 2, 1, action! Hi everyone, my name is Kennedy McDaniel and I'm the Community Partnerships Manager here at the Greenmount West Community Center. I'm so excited because this afternoon we are doing afternoon arts and crafts with Mr. Chris, who is our artist in residence this year at Greenmount West. And this time around we have a special guest with us, and that is our teaching artist for our summer programming, our guest teaching artist for the summer at GWCC, Mr. Mateen.
Hey everybody, super excited to start here at GWCC. I'm excited to be teaching a pop-up percussion ensemble this year, so please stay tuned. We're going to be having a lot of fun.
Awesome. So today is a very special arts and crafts session because we have these art kits from the Baltimore Museum of Art. The BMA created these awesome art kits to distribute to youth in Baltimore City. And we've distributed them in the community and will continue to do so throughout the summer. And so we just wanted to show you all what's in these bags and do a little art activity and see what the BMA has in store for us. So thank you to the Education Department at the BMA as well.
All right, let's get started. Let's open these bags up. So today we're going to be doing something very cool. I think it's very awesome, an installation. And home.
Cut.
What?
Cut. Cut.
So now let's start unboxing or unpacking these supplies from the BMA. Shout out to y'all again. Thank you.
Wonder what's in here.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, yeah.
What we got? Okay.
So I see a folder, Education at the BMA, this beautiful pink and purple color. I like that. And I see a
Tape.
bag of supplies. Oh, started with some tape.
Okay.
We
got some tape. We got tape here.
Thank you again to the BMA for creating these kits for the youth in our community. And we're going to keep distributing our kits all throughout the summer. So make sure you follow us at GWCC Baltimore so you can stay updated on when we can deliver kits if you live in Greenmount West, or you can pick up kits if you live outside of Greenmount West. So let's see what we got here. What do you see, Mr. Chris?
Well, first when I open it, I see we got a folder here. Okay.
Beautiful.
Beautiful folder that says Education at the BMA.
Yeah, I like that color.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we also have a bag here full of supplies. I don't know what's in this bag. We're gonna check it out.
Yeah, let's go through this all together.
Let's open it up. First thing I'm taking out is some tape here. Okay. I have 4 pencils.
Okay.
Important.
Very important.
Definitely.
I have a packet of Crazy crayons.
All right, looks like we have blue, red, green, and yellow.
Okay. I got some string.
String here. Let's see what we can use this for.
Okay. I have some colored pencils. 12 colored pencils at that.
You just got the race car on it?
Yeah, I have the number 53 race car, color pencils. Okay.
And I have a pencil sharpener.
Okay, and it looks like that's the last thing in our bag is the pencil sharpener.
Ooh.
So we have all of our supplies. Now let's look into this folder and see what we're going to do with all of this stuff.
Make sure while you're working, stay organized. You guys can just put it, put your supplies. I'm gonna put mine to the left.
So when I open up this folder, the Education at the BMA folder, on the right side I see blank sheets of paper. And this is nice, heavy, thick paper. So you can do a lot of different things, create a lot of different things with this paper. So that's awesome. And then let's see what we have on the left side. So the first thing that I see is a letter to the makers. And this is just describing this project. It says, welcome to the BMA studio. And this is the initiative from the BMA that they're doing in response to COVID-19. So since they can't have people in their museums, they're trying to continue to do art education by distributing art kits such as this in the community. And they're partnering with us here at the Greenmount West Community Center to make sure these kits get distributed to the youth who could use them. And so you can pick up these art kits if you haven't had one. You can pick them up on the first Wednesday of every month or the second Thursday of the month at the Maryland Food Bank. So the first Wednesday of the month here at GWCC or the second Thursday of the month at Maryland Food Bank. And you can follow us at GWCC Baltimore or at Baltimore Museum of Art to get more information on where you can pick up those art kits. So that's the first page. And then Mateen, what's the second page?
So on the second page, we have a list of online references of things that you can enjoy at the BMA while they're not currently having people in the actual museum. So there's going to be like your Facebook link, your Instagram and Twitter link, and then whatever links that they'll use to reach out to people for exhibits and whatnot.
Okay, awesome. So that's the second page. And then the remaining pages, we have 2 pages of, it looks like guided art activities. One says make an installation of feelings. The other one says mindful listening to music. And I really like this one because it is showing the Valerie Maynard exhibit, who is one of my favorite artists. And then, Mr. Chris, this last page, what's the last thing that you see in the packet?
So the last sheet we have this coloring sheet, the Striding Line. I think you guys should definitely color this. Definitely tag GWCC on Instagram once you guys finish, and tag the BMA when you guys are finished with it. Yeah, you got 3 sheets in there, so it'd be cool to see the work that comes from it.
Yeah, we would love to see you all get creative. We'd love to see different types of lions you can do. I think 3 pages. You can do a different creative lion on each page. Tag us at GWCC Baltimore and Baltimore Museum of Art. And use the hashtags I'm still creative, I'm still creating, so you can make sure that we find your piece and we can feature it on our Instagram as well. So, I think that it's time for us to do an arts and crafts activity.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. I think we should do the first activity that we saw in here, which was to make an installation of feelings. So today we're going to be doing the first activity that we saw in this folder, and that's called Make an Installation of Feelings. So I'll just read what it says about this art piece that I see. It looks like the piece at the bottom is by Katarina Gross, and it's called Is It You? So I'll read. German artist Katarina Gross makes work that inspires feelings of wonder and curiosity, encouraging people to think differently about themselves and the world around them. Today's project is inspired by Gross's installation, Is It You? Building the installation took several days and required many people to work together, guided by the artist, to sew together 50,000 square feet of fabric and attach it to the gallery ceiling, walls, and floors. The artist then painted the fabric with vibrant colors using a spray gun. The result is a completely transformed environment that people can enter and explore. For the next week, take time each day as a family to create abstract artworks that explore your feelings, thoughts, and ideas about the world around you. So, I'm now going to read the supplies that we're going to need. So, the supplies we pulled out earlier, we're going to need drawing paper. That you can find on the right side of the folder. We're going to need string or yarn. We're going to need some tape and or push pins. So we just have tape today, and the tape is what you'll find in the packets. And then we also need drawing or painting supplies. And we have crayons and colored pencils. So, they say to get started, and I'm going to read the 6 steps they have for us. So, let's get started. First, gather the family around a table with the supplies in the middle. Make sure everyone has space to work.
You got space to work?
I have space to work. Mr. Chris, you got space? You got space?
I got space.
Okay. Okay, we have space, we have supplies, everyone has access to their supplies. It now says 2. Choose a group leader to read the prompts below and guide the family through the activity, encouraging everyone to express their responses through talking, painting, and drawing. Can I volunteer to be the group leader? Is that okay?
Absolutely.
Is that okay?
Sounds good to me.
Awesome. I just wanted to make sure. So I'm going to go ahead and read these prompts. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to open up these crayons and these colored pencils. Because we're going to answer these questions. And while we're thinking about them, we're just going to let that guide the art that we're making currently. And if you see in the top right corner of the instruction sheet, this is what your piece is going to look like at the very end.
I think I'm gonna go with the color pencils on mine. You know, I got all these different eerie colors I think I'm gonna work with, so I think
I like that.
Yeah.
Mr. Ritchie, what about you?
I'm thinking, how can I mix the crayons and the colored pencils together?
That's a good idea. I think I'm also going to try and do some mixed media as well. So, we have our supplies out now, and I think we're ready to read and actively listen to the prompts and begin making some art. Are you all ready?
yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Relax and think about a feeling. This can be a feeling about the world, your home, or something you feel right now. Is the color of this feeling light or dark? Vibrant or dull? Is the feeling curvy, round, or wavy? Does it have lots of angles and pointed edges? Think about the weight of the feeling. Is it light or heavy? So, we're gonna think about these prompts as we start doing our pieces. And I'm really excited to begin. Can I ask, did this spark any ideas for anyone? Do you know what your feeling is gonna be that you're working on?
I think so. I'm feeling like a joyful, colorful feeling. It's such a pretty day outside, so why not? Just put some colors on the paper. Let it flow. That's my thing.
I like that. How about you, Mr. Mateen?
I like what Chris said. I think I'm feeling kind of fluid. Like I could go here, I could go there, I could do whatever I choose to. Of course, while being careful. So I think I'm gravitating towards water today.
Water. Okay, so what colors do you think you'll be using that make you feel like water? Or that will tell people that this is about water to express that?
So I think I'm gonna take these two blues right here and I'm gonna try and combine them. And then I'm gonna also think about how it reflects sunlight and maybe throw some yellow in there, some orange.
I like that. I like that you're using color pencil and crayon in the same colors. That's cool.
What are you thinking, Miss Kennedy? What do you want to do?
I think that I'm feeling two types of waves. So I think that my shape, I'm going to relax and I'm going to let it come to me. But I think it's going to be maybe a mix of two things that are a little bit or even drastically different from one another.
Let's go.
Thank you, thank you.
Do you feel like one of those things might be heavy or they might be light?
I think it's both. I think one of them is heavy and one of them is light. I think even when I read the prompt where it says, is the feeling curvy, round, or wavy? I think one of them is round, like a circle, or like a spiral, because to me that signals like completeness and wholeness and like, you know, purpose. And then the other sharp thing, or something that has more angles and pointed edges, to me that feels like maybe more like worry or concern or anxiety even, which is also like the other half of the feeling.
I see.
Also, make sure you guys have your snacks with you. don't forget to have your snacks, especially with the people around you. Okay?
Yes, this is the perfect time to come together, get your chips, your chocolate bars. Mr. Chris, what do you have?
I got some fig, something like a fig Newton, but it's good. It's a bar. It's a fig Newton.
Figs are good.
And I have my little chocolate caramel bar. So I'm ready to create. So Mr. Chris, are you doing something that's more light or dark? More vibrant or more dark?
I think I'm gonna stick on the vibrant side. I may mix the two, but I'm gonna stick on the more vibrant side because of the day. I think that's what my mood is at today.
Okay, I like that. And then, Mr. Mateen, I know you said water. Would you say that water is vibrant or dull, light or heavy? Because I feel like that it can kind of be both in a way.
Yeah, so I'm thinking at the top of my paper, I want to do some darker blue, like maybe use my crayon for the top, so that way it comes out a little harder. And then once I get to like the middle where I want to start to include some sand and whatnot, I might use a little lighter shade, maybe the color pencil, so that way I can just be a little bit more light with how light it needs to be once it gets to the shore. I'm thinking like a beach type situation.
Yeah, I can definitely see, I get the feeling of the beach when I look at that. I see that. Wow, Mr. Chris, your piece is very, I love that you're using so many different colors. What made you want to do that?
I think seeing so many colors and seeing all these color pencils and crayons, you just want to pick them all up and just put them on the paper. Have fun with it. Feel free. Just feel like you don't have to feel like a set mood. You can just express yourself however you want to. And at the end of it, you all can talk to each other and have very positive and grateful feedback on what you guys are making. That's what I feel. So I think that's really cool. I'm like, okay. I'm gonna have to see this end result.
Yeah, I think at the end maybe we should get together and talk about our pieces and maybe share out. I think that could be fun. So I actually, the last time I was at the BMA, which was the day before it closed actually due to COVID-19, I saw both the exhibits that they're talking about in the packet, which was the Katarina Gross Is It You exhibit, and also the Valerie Maynard exhibit, and that was the Lost and Found exhibit. I thought Valerie Maynard's exhibit was so beautiful. That was my second time seeing it. And that day I actually met her at the museum.
What? I didn't even know you could meet artists at the museum.
I was shocked, surprised, speechless. I hope I didn't make a fool of myself, but I really just felt so blessed to meet her and just, right place, right time. So I was really glad to see her, surrounded by her work. It was really cool. And then I also saw this exhibit, the Katarina Gross exhibit. And I liked what they said about how it inspires feelings of wonder and curiosity. Because when I went in, my experience, when I went into the exhibit, it was like kind of just a tapestry, and it was kind of like a boring, bland color you don't really notice. And then you like go inside of it, it's all this cloth, you can go inside, and it's these beautiful, vibrant, bright colors that you're just like surrounded by.
Yeah, like 50,000 square feet of fabric is a lot of fabric.
It's a lot. It's really immersive, and it feels like you're like in a whole nother world, even though you're inside of a museum. So I really enjoyed it when I was there.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and I know if you want to see it online, that you can do that through the BMA, and you can find out where to see the exhibit and the Valerie Maynard exhibit as well, using the online resource sheet in this packet, and that was the second page in the packet. If you want to get more inspiration, I think it would be really great for you all to just check out those pieces. And you can also see it right on the instruction sheet here, the Katarina Gross one.
Hey, Mateen, I see you over there. The beach,
I drew a little crab in there. I don't know if it's gonna be visible, but that's just for me. I miss the beach. I miss being outside.
Yeah.
Under the sea, man.
Under the sea.
2 hours later.
I guess I'll start mine. I got mine says fam love. just to show the excited family and togetherness and coming together and create something together. I just thought about how all of us sitting here together and we just all correspond and just create so many colors in these pictures. I think it was really cool. So this is where I was feeling mine.
I like that. So it's like about the feelings of like unity, family, community coming together. That's really beautiful. I love that. So I'll talk about my piece. As I said before, it's kind of, I'm feeling two ways. In some ways I'm feeling maybe feelings of worry or concern or maybe even anger or anxiety. And that's, hopefully, you know, that's this side. And then I chose the color red to kind of express that and did a lot of sharp lines. And then the orange in the middle is kind of helps me transition into the other way that I feel, which is really purposeful and blessed and like I'm in the right place at the right time. And that everything is divine and happening for a reason, and that we are all here in this universe at this time for a reason. So in this, instead of doing the sharp feelings, like in this, the more anxious side, I started doing circles because I feel like that, and spirals because I feel like that's just a symbol of purpose and connection. And so the red is kind of like the anger and frustration, that border that's kind of always going to be there. But there's also that yellow halo around it, which is kind of that lightness and purpose. So yeah, I would say that's how I'm feeling.
Love it, Kennedy. So meaningful. So I guess I'm going to do mine. And I really miss the beach. I really want to go outside and enjoy the regular summer stuff. I miss that, and I'm tired of quarantining. So as you can see, I got a beach umbrella, a little crab, a ball, and then some water. I told you I was feeling very fluid. So yeah, that's it.
Okay, I love it. So the next steps, now I'm really glad that you all shared out about your art. I love hearing about that. I hope you all can express your purpose and your reasoning behind the pieces you made. And so now we are going to go to step 3, which is choose a spot in the house to hang your collection. I think right here is a perfect spot for us. And then step 4 is use push pins or tape. We have tape from the packets. We're going to use the string provided to connect the pieces of paper, our artworks, to the string, and then we're going to connect the string to the wall. So Mr. Mateen has it here. He has his tape, and he's taped the string there. I'm also going to tape mine.
You know, the hardest thing about tape is finding the start.
Hey, I'm right there with you, brother. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Right place, right time. So I'm going to take mine. I'm going to put it more in the middle so we can see maybe like a different shape. And I just taped my string right down in the middle here so you can see that. And then Mr. Chris, what did you do?
I'm having mine leaning this way so it'll be hanging.
Ooh, I like that. Okay, so why don't we get up and then tape it over here to the wall. Let's see how it looks. Okay, so we just completed step 4, and that was using push pins or tape to attach a line of string or yarn long enough to hang everyone's work to the wall in the spot we chose. And this is our final product. So we have an installation of our feelings from Mr. Chris, myself, and Mr. Mateen as well. We did step 5 already, which was to have everyone have a chance to express and talk about their work. And you can repeat these steps every single day and watch your installation grow over time. So I think it would be really cool if you all sent us pictures of your projects, where you hung it up in your homes. Tag us at GWCC Baltimore on Instagram. Use the hashtags I'm still creative, hashtags I'm still creating, and hashtag ArtBMA from home. Thank you so much for joining us with this afternoon with Afternoon Arts and Crafts with Mr. Chris, Ms. Kennedy, and Mr. Mateen. We will see you next time. Take care, everybody.